Okay, so get this right. What if, like, instead of just using our phones and computers, we actually merged with them?
Huh. Sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
Right. But that's what you're diving into today. We asked you for some seriously interesting research on AI and stuff like brain-computer interfaces.
Like Neuralink.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And we're going to see if all this sci-fi stuff is actually, like, possible.
Yeah.
Could we be looking at a future where we're all super intelligent cyborgs?
Or even maybe like uploading our minds.
Whoa, hold on. That's getting a little ahead of ourselves. But yeah, immortality even.
Hmm.
But also, what about the ethical stuff? Could this create like a whole new divide between people, the enhanced and the, well, not so enhanced?
Lots to unpack here.
Totally. So let's start with like the basics. Neuralink, that's what everyone's talking about, right?
Yeah.
What is it exactly and how is it supposed to, work?
So imagine this, a tiny chip implanted in your brain with thousands of microscopic electrodes. It's pretty wild.
Oh, seriously, like in your actual brain.
Yeah. And those electrodes can pick up on the signals your brain cells are sending.
So it's like listening in on your thoughts.
In a way, yeah. And the crazy part is, it might not just be listening. It could potentially send signals back, stimulating certain parts of your brain.
Well, that's where the whole like enhanced abilities thing comes in.
Right. They're starting with medical applications, helping people with paralysis or neurological conditions.
Makes sense. But
But the long-term goal, some of the research talks about boosting cognitive functions, communication using just your thoughts,
telepathy.
basically. And then there's the really out there stuff like transferring your consciousness to a computer.
Whoa, okay. I did see some stuff in the research about learning things super fast or solving problems like way better than we can now. That sounds kind of far-fetched. No.
Yeah, it's important to remember this tech is still super young. Baby steps,
Right.
restoring lost function, that's showing real promise. But the whole superhuman intelligence thing, we got to be realistic.
Okay, so maybe not becoming geniuses overnight.
Not quite. But imagine, even if it's just a fraction faster, think about learning a new language or picking up complex skills in like a week instead of years.
That would change everything.
Totally. Education, jobs, even what we think of as smart. It'd be a whole new world.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But, like, what about access? I mean, not everyone can afford the latest phone, let alone brain implants.
Exactly. One of the papers argues that this could create a huge gap between the haves and have-nots.
Like a real-life Black Mirror episode.
Right. Some researchers suggest like regulations to make sure it's accessible to everyone.
Subsidies, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Others are pushing for ethical development, making sure this tech is used responsibly and benefits everyone, not just a select few.
This is getting deep, man. We're talking about changing what it even means to be human.
Absolutely. If we start messing with our brains, augmenting our abilities, maybe even like uploading ourselves, it raises some huge questions.
Like what makes us us.
Right. And if we create super intelligent beings, what does that mean for humanity?
Whoa, okay, hold up. You mentioned uploading ourselves. The research actually talks about, like, immortality.
Yeah, some of the more, shall we say, imaginative sources dive into that.
Digital immortality. Sounds crazy.
It does, right. But the idea is if we can copy our consciousness, it could live on forever in a computer.
So you'd be like a computer program.
Kinda. But there are like a million hurdles. Would a digital copy even be EU? And what about the ethics of creating a digital afterlife?
This is blowing my mind. So many questions.
That's what's so cool about this topic, right? It's not just about the tech, it's about what it means for us as humans.
Totally. This has been an awesome deep dive, even if it's left me with more questions than answers.
It does feel like we're on the edge of something massive, doesn't it? A tech revolution that could change everything.
For better or worse.
Exactly. Like any powerful technology, it has the potential for both amazing things and, well, not so amazing things. What we do and now you will shape that future.
Okay, so, big picture, what's the one thing from all this research that really got you thinking?
Honestly, the idea that we could break free from our biological limits, it's exciting and a little scary.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So for everyone listening, here's something to ponder. Are we at the beginning of a brand new chapter for humanity, or are we about to open Pandora's box?
Deep stuff, man. Deep stuff.
Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.